in the best interest of all of us collectively, and it's all up to us now collectively. So just make the small sacrifices we need to make in the short term for our good health and the good health of everyone around us. So hopefully we can all manage to make those small sacrifices, those small compromises, and we'll all be the beneficiaries by this passing more quickly.
All right, one more item we would love to share with you that we have at special pricing for this visit. It is the Berberine 250. And this is another one that is a monthly special.
Right.
So monthly specials are almost like today's specials.
And that's a great sister product for our cinnamon. It's also a good sister product for our Cholecticare. Berberine, instead of being one capsule daily, that's why it comes in a much larger size. It's 1 or 2 capsules at least with each meal. It could even be many people will take 3 capsules with each meal. But Berberine, in terms of blood sugar balance, many people will say it's even more powerful than cinnamon bark extract. Berberine is the extract of barberry root, and berberine is an incredible compound that has all sorts of powerful natural properties, not just in terms of blood sugar balance and insulin metabolism, but also in terms of lipid balance. So in terms of cholesterol, LDL cholesterol. So berberine is an incredibly powerful natural compound. The more you go online and do research, even if you went to PubMed, PUBMED.gov, that's the National Institute of Health Research database, and you just typed in berberine, you'll come across a whole wide range of incredible science and research on berberine. So these are not soft, airy-fairy ingredients. These are real ingredients with real science behind them.
And I should point out here that this is the monthly special, and I'm sure Andrew's going to be working to get more of these in stock because we have 1,000 left in all sizes. That's combined. There's like 1,000 left. So if you are thinking about ordering Berberine, taking advantage of that monthly special, those are the choices. One more time, you pick the size you'd like, whether you want to do the Try Me, where there's always a Try Me size with all of Andrew Lessman products, taking you all the way down to a 720 count size. So there you go, big savings. It's a monthly special that's been hugely popular. So hopefully we'll be able to stock more of those if the size you need sells out. But come on over, we have more we want to chat with Andrew about.
This was a product we're going to be talking about, our secure meal replacement. Oh, we'll talk about that. Oh, yeah, before we get there, before we get to secure. But we'll get to secure in a moment. But the reason why we'll talk about a secure meal replacement is because some folks are dealing with issues in terms of their work, which causes economic issues. Yep. And our secure meal replacement is really affordable, rich in nutrition. And a lot of folks issues with getting to the store and getting out. So again, our secure meal replacement is a way to make sure you're getting adequate nutrition, vitamins and minerals. Because a lot of us aren't. I didn't
think about that, but you're right. If grocery stores do close, this is a meal.
No, because
these are meals.
Say my mom is, you know, nowadays my mom's obviously over the age of 80. Sorry,
Mom too.
And I just made sure before I left, I said, Mom, that my friends are there to make sure whatever you might need to make sure. So again, our secure meal, we'll talk about that in a moment.
Okay.
What it is.
Sounds great. Okay, so first
So I'm trying to be sensitive to the feedback I've been getting about what to talk about.
Yes.
But this is one area where the next 3 products we'll talk about, I'm being insensitive because we're only going to spend a minute or 2 of each. And even though people expected me to spend a half hour on our immune factors, a half hour on vitamin C, and a half hour on our vitamin C with B complex, we'll talk about each of those for only 1 or 2 minutes.
Just because people have asked.
People have asked, but I feel like if I were to speak about them for more than a minute or 2, it's sort of inappropriate, kind of opportunistic, inappropriate to talk about it. So rest assured, unlike others, we are in stock on these, but unlike others, we're not going to emphasize or exaggerate their benefits.
Excellent. Let's start with immune factors.
Right.
And we have extras. We have a 30, a 60, a 180, a 360 count, and we do have special pricing for this visit.
Across the board. And what our immune factors product is, it delivers vitamin C, it delivers a full B complex. In a moment, we'll talk about our vitamin C 500 with full B complex. And we also have a separate vitamin C. So these are sort of the 3 products that people just have been targeting. So it's an opportunity to simply get the immune supportive nutrients, the vitamin C, the B complex, as well as the botanicals. Our immune factors has echinacea, golden seal. It also contains our astragalus and mushroom complex.
Beautiful.
So you're getting all of the botanicals and vitamins that are associated with supporting a healthy immune system.
It's a superb product.
It's a great product to add to the Essential One multivitamin, which is a foundational product. But again, there is no product, as I say, there's no heroic measures to be taken right now. All we want to do is make sure we're doing the things that we've known for decades are in the best interests of our immune system and our good health.
Yep. I bet moving forward, we're going to learn new habits that will change the way we all behave moving forward.
No, but that's a scary point. I hope that the habits we learn don't become isolating habits.
True.
I hope this isn't something, as so many crises that generations face, that there's negative fallout from this. I hope the positive fallout is that we just become better about dealing with our health and our wellness and taking responsibility, and not unfortunately going to be something that isolates us and eliminates future physical contact.
So we won't be doing elbow bumps forever.
Yeah, hopefully not.
All right.
Right. So
we'll get to hug again.
Yes. So
all right.
So now vitamin C.
Let's talk about vitamin C.
So that was our immune factors, our vitamin C 500.
I just took mine before I came out here. I have been kind of focusing more on my vitamin C intake these days. 500.
We have this product also with full B complex. We'll talk about that in a moment. As you can see, a 4.8 star rating. Yep. It really is the perfect vitamin C product. It's the perfect level because you don't want to take more than 500. A lot of those drinks are 1,000 at a time. Kind of a waste of money. 500 milligrams is really the perfect dose at a time. Once you get more than that, you really reduce the effectiveness, the efficacy of intake. So the more you deliver at one time, the more poorly your body absorbs that vitamin C. So 500 milligrams non-acidic, it will never upset your stomach. It's an ultrafine powder. You could open that capsule, put it in yogurt, oatmeal, a smoothie. So incredibly, incredibly flexible. And obviously pennies a dose. And then the vitamin C 100 with B complex, with B 500 with B complex. Same as the product we just talked about, except it includes also a full B complex with B12 and also our special folic acid. So that's it. So they're all available. My apologies that I'm not going to be spending a long discussion about these. I know I've gotten a lot of questions, but I don't think it's the appropriate time. I think it's ethical and appropriate to talk about a multivitamin because that's foundational. If you're interested in these products, we have made sure that we will not run out of them.
Here we
so
go.
They will be fully available.
I do think if you go to hsn.com, you can read more about them. There also are videos that you could watch to learn more about those products if they interest you. But we have more to talk about. This show is flying by the way. I can't believe that first hour is gone. I don't even know what happened.
It's way gone. We only have about 50 minutes left.
I know it. Okay, so let's keep going because now we want to talk about Secure, and I love that you brought up the fact that this is just a super smart thing to have on hand because this is meals.
But I had no plan to offer this, and the reason why I chose to, and to give you a sense of, folks will ask you, certainly Essential One was planned a year ago as far as our Today Special, but as far as the lineups and what we talk about, those literally get written 10 or 15 minutes before the show. Why? Because I want to talk about what's important to you.
Yeah.
And the Secure Meal Replacement, I got so many messages that said, thank goodness I took advantage of the Today Special. Unfortunately, that was months ago, but I took advantage of the Today Special because I have meals at home, whether because I can't go to the grocery store right now or my grocery store doesn't have what I want or whatever it might be. And again, this is going to be temporary. This is not going to be permanent. And our Secure Meal Replacement, it's almost like a mini multivitamin with each meal. It's delicious. You can mix it with water. You can mix it with non-fat milk. Even if you don't have a blender, I've mixed this in the past with my finger. It mixes incredibly readily with water, and you have our brand new Pina Colada flavor, which is absolutely incredible. So you have vanilla, chocolate, coffee, and Pina Colada. Absolutely incredible, incredible flavors. They're the best tasting, lowest calorie, richest in nutrition of any meal replacement you're going to find.
I think we have mixed berry too, looks like.
And we have mixed berry as well.
Yay.
Yeah, normally we don't do that for the Today Special.
So
we have mixed berry as well.
Berry, we have the Pina Colada, we have chocolate, we have coffee, we have vanilla, and chocolate is the most popular. I love them all. It's nice to, if you have some at home, maybe get a new flavor just to add to your mix. I'm gonna show you what the choices are here real quickly because we have 10 meals, 30 meals, 60 meals, or 100 meals, all right? So we have all the choices in 100 meals for $80, wow, right? 100 meals for $80 is pretty great. And you're saving $35 today. It is on FlexPay. You choose the flavor you'd like to have. They mix with anything. You can mix them with water. You could mix, for example, you could actually drink them hot. The coffee is delicious hot. The chocolate is delicious warm, if you want to make hot chocolate with it. You can also add fruit to these if you'd like to. I love the vanilla. I love to add.
I'm going to open up one of these.
Okay, go for it. Here we go. Okay.
So just shows how easy they are to open. And that's inside there.
I like this new packaging a lot.
Yeah, and we do
Ziploc.
That to be, it's a much more efficient way to package it. And it's heavy. There's 100 meals in there.
Wow.
So there's 100 different meals. And this is the Pina Colada. You could smell it. And if we put say what if we put, just to give people a sense of how effectively it mixes, if we put, that's a little bit more than 2 meals, and then we'll mix, just if we mix it with water, and even a small amount of water.
And watch, you're not even using a blender. I mean, just think, it's just a spoon and water.
And it's delicious. I encourage everyone to read the reviews, but if you're worried about meals, that make sure everyone's getting adequate nutrition, and that's how easily it mixes.
Yeah.
So it takes about 5 seconds. That was more than 2 meals and probably a little bit more than 6 ounces of water.
Yep.
So most high protein meal replacements are going to be offering you a difficulty mixing. They're just like sawdust. They're just like powder that just isn't water soluble. We look at every step. Again, I talked about products in the past, that it's not an accident that all of my products are customer picks and all of my products are incredibly well reviewed. Because when I make a product that's badly reviewed, I make it go away. And this was terribly reviewed when I introduced it originally close to 30 years ago. And it took a while before I realized that I can't just focus on the science. We really focus on the science, but I focus just as much on the flavor, on the texture. So when you get this home, I mean, I could, if you opened the bag and I was 10 feet away from you, in a matter of moments, I could tell you what flavor you opened. That's how much we invest in flavor, whether it's chocolate, vanilla, coffee, using real coffee, so it contains caffeine, or our Pina Colada, which I just mixed.
Yeah, and that's it. And they're low in sugar, obviously low in carb, full of vitamins, nutrients, minerals.
Low in fat, low in sodium.
Low in fat, low in sodium. I mean, it's like the perfect meal. Frankly, it's the perfect meal. I bet that's delicious. The Pina Colada is delicious. If you want to try a new flavor, this is a great time to do it. It's the perfect time to stock up, because it's probably pennies a meal, first of all. I mean, for $80 to get 100 meals is pretty great.
No, and to get all the nutrition you're getting, to get the protein you need. So it's great year-round. It's great to support weight loss. But if you want to make sure, with a little bit of the uncertainty that might be around, if you want to make sure that 1 or 2 meals a day are completely nutritious for you or your loved ones, and just a secure supply, then this will be shipped directly to you. It's efficient, it's affordable, it's free shipping and handling, and they're delicious. As I said before, we used our blueprint, those fast food shakes. So my goal was to take a fast food shake that the only reason we eat them, they're not nutritious, they're an incredible amount of calories. Why do we eat them?
Because they're good.
Because they are unbelievably delicious. They're incredible. So my goal was, I knew where my favorite vanilla coffee, that coffee place, vanilla shake, chocolate shake, coffee shake, and Pina Colada is just something we came up with on our own. We just decided to make the most delicious Pina Colada, that chocolate, the coconut and pineapple kind of flavor. So we use those incredibly delicious, no-holds-barred kind of drinks as our template for a 60-calorie beverage. But again, if you look at the vitamin mineral content in each of these, nothing comes close in terms of a meal you're probably eating. So it's an opportunity to be sure at home that you have the vitamins, the minerals, the nutrition you need, come what may.
Yeah, I mean, just having it on hand is peace of mind. Plus, if you are trying to lose weight, this is a marvelous way to lose weight, because it's cutting out, instead of eating a 500-calorie meal, you're eating a 67-calorie meal. So it's easy to cut calories this way.
Or 63. I think it's 63 calories in vanilla.
Yep.
So, and again, to emphasize how much we spend on flavor, that the calorie content differs between each of the drinks because of the flavor components we've added. So that's how much, usually most products, it's just a tiny bit of flavor. With our products, the caloric content differentiates each product one from the other, because that's the investment we made. And again, that was my learning. My initial drinks, if you went back about early years of the internet, 18 years ago, the average reviews on this was a little over 2 stars. Today, basically, they're double in terms of what the reviews are.
Yeah.
And that wasn't easy to accomplish, but we had to transform the product based upon what? Based upon your reviews, because I don't make these for me. Certainly, I consume them too, but I make them to ensure that you enjoy them. And I'm a failure if I make a product that doesn't get good reviews. And it's hard with something that's flavor. Most products, if you're lucky with flavor, to get 3 stars, to think that we're over 4 stars with a 60-calorie meal replacement. And today is sort of a little bit of a different approach. So I'm not just looking at this, and this is the feedback I've gotten leading into these shows. It's not just important in terms of weight loss today, but today it's important in terms of a secure source of vitamins, minerals, affordable, incredibly affordable. Where could you have a meal that's pennies a day like this, that's as nutritious as this, and also delicious? It tastes like dessert. You could put this in a blender with a little bit of ice. I will usually, in lieu of ice, what I usually do is I put in a little bit of water or a little bit of, I'll use sheep's yogurt, and then I'll throw in some frozen blueberries, frozen raspberries, or frozen strawberries, even some frozen pineapple, whatever it might be. And by the time I'm done, I'm still barely at 100 calories, and it's incredibly nutritious.
Exactly. That's the best part, you guys. You can get we get really creative with these. I mean, I like to sometimes throw a banana in my chocolate one. It's delicious. What's really good is when you mix the chocolate and the coffee together. If you're a coffee person, oh my gosh, that kind of mochaccino thing that happens when you mix those two together. Vanilla's yummy with everything. Vanilla, you can do any fruit. The vanilla on its own is absolutely delicious. So you're gonna have some fun with this. It just depends on what flavor sort of appeals to you. But to get 100 meals for under $80, one flex pay, we deliver it home for you. And you can use them to your heart's content. You may use them in place of a snack. You may use them in place of a meal. You can use them in place of something that would be empty in calories because they're so nutritious, they're so good for us, they're so healthy, and they're satisfying. That's the key, because how many times we've all been disappointed. You buy something healthy, you buy a health bar that looks really yummy, and you take your first bite out of it, it's awful, right? I mean, it happens a lot. These healthy foods are usually not delivering on flavor to us, but we buy them and try them because we want something that's good for us and satisfying. This delivers. That's why people love them, because they are healthy and all of that, but they taste so good. It does not taste like a diet drink. You don't think you're, like that vanilla tastes like melted vanilla ice cream. It's so good.
So, and maybe again a silver lining, that if this is an opportunity to create sort of a secure source of meals, then maybe the silver lining is we get sort of a healthier routine going while we're going through what might be a more difficult time, and that's the silver lining, and hopefully we keep that going afterwards. It's sort of, I guess I'm always someone that I'm a bit of an incurable optimist, that even when the worst things are happening, I try to find a silver lining. I try to find a lesson to be learned. And I know some people during those difficult times, that's the last thing they want to hear is my kind of Pollyanna perspective on things. But yes, this is a difficult time that's challenging all of us, that's challenging our country, but it's what we're all facing. So to the extent we can make good decisions now that will help us move through this in a better fashion, and then hopefully learn some lessons from that and be a bit healthier afterwards or thereafter, then that's, I think, a wonderful thing. But the most important thing about this product is it delivers what you want in terms of caloric content. It's low in sugar, low in calories, low in carb, low in fat, and then it contains zero cholesterol, zero trans fat, low in sodium. So it really is the perfect meal replacement in terms of all those metrics that we look at. And then, as I said before, the investment we make in flavor, if you're having this at home, you're not going to feel like you're sacrificing something.
Exactly.
You're going to feel as though this is a treat, that you're enjoying something. So again, I know a lot of us, and we don't really think about this, we're certainly worrying about all the health consequences of this, but a lot of industries, a lot of businesses, this is going to be more than a little bit of a hiccup. This is going to be highly disruptive economically. So to the extent we make ensuring you have those calories economical, and that's something I learned a decade ago with this product, that a lot of folks talked about it just that way, that it was a way to make sure you got that healthy meal replacement, and it was less expensive than the meal that would have been consumed. So not only does it save calories, it also can save dollars and cents. So, and right now, because it's delivered directly to your door, if you're not leaving your home or things like that, it's a way to ensure that it's a way to be secure and get it to you. And again, as we've said, we're going to adapt for a little while. So this is an opportunity to make that adaptation a little bit more flexible, and hopefully you'll enjoy it that much, you make it enjoyable.
Exactly. Well, that's a lot of people drink these every day, not even to lose weight, it's lifestyle. just because it's so healthy and it's just so much better for us. But bottom line is, it is a very affordable meal. Let's start there. It's more healthy and nutritious than a lot of meals we're going to eat. And again, for a little pennies a day to get 100 meals, the vast majority of you are getting the 100 count, because why not? If you can do it, you should. It is on FlexPay, so I believe that means we'll get it home to you for $26.63 if you want the 100 meal count. And you pick your flavor. They're all so good. Over here, I'm looking at the chocolate. I love chocolate. I love chocolate. If you're a chocolate person, this chocolate is so good. I mean, it is yummy.
I'm a chocolate person.
He's a chocolate snob a little bit. You tried a lot of chocolate before you found the perfect chocolate.
And unlike most companies, most people think the person who founded the company 41 years ago, he doesn't taste any of these products. Are you kidding that I am intimately involved in everything, and I'll taste every single flavor. And when we do a reflavoring and change it as we have over the years, I'm the last word on everything. So that chocolate, and I'm a chocolate lover
really
ever
good.
since I was a little kid, and probably ate a 2-pound chocolate bar when we were leaving Hershey, Pennsylvania when I was a little kid. I love chocolate, and we pay respect to each of the, whether it's vanilla or chocolate or pina colada or coffee or berry, we really pay our respects to each of those ingredients, and that's why it's virtually for a product like this, it's astonishing that it should be so positively reviewed. So again, it's a way, we call it secure, because despite it being a meal replacement that helps with weight loss, you could be secure in its flavor and be secure in its nutrient content. Now it gives us an even greater level of security because we have other concerns, but those are only going to be temporary. This too shall pass.
Okay, we're gonna keep moving. Hold on. Thank you for your patience. If you're waiting to speak with someone, we'll get somebody with you very shortly. Reminding you, we haven't seen the berry in a while. So berry is here, pina colada is here, chocolate, vanilla, or coffee. Pick your favorite flavor, get more than one if you'd like to. Perfect time to stock up with that extra savings attached. Okay, next up, we are gonna move along. We're gonna talk about glutathione. This is something we don't get to talk about all that often, but we are offering special savings on this always during Andrew Lessman visits. You see our best values and special savings across the board. Everything is free shipping and handling, of course. Here's a 30, a 60, a 120, or a 240 count, and you can see here is the pricing. And you're saving $50, $25, $12, and $6 depending on the size that you decide on today. It's been a while since we've talked about glutathione.
Well, it's been a while because we've never talked about glutathione.
On the air, we have not, really?
We've talked about glutathione in its context as the most important intercellular, the most important antioxidant in all of our cells, the most important protective molecule in all our cells. So when we've talked about alpha lipoic acid, when we've talked about CoQ10, we talk about the role of those ingredients in supporting and promoting healthy glutathione production.
Got it.
But now, there's a validated source and a validated form of glutathione. It's the reduced form of glutathione. That form of glutathione is actually orally absorbable and could elevate, and does elevate, your internal levels of glutathione. So glutathione is the most, if you looked at all of your cells and just looked at the single ingredient that's doing the most work in terms of protecting your cells, it's going to be glutathione, likely followed by superoxide dismutase. And then we start looking at sort of the exogenous things that we think about, CoQ10, vitamin C, vitamin E, certainly all present within our body, but we're delivering externally. So glutathione is something that previously wasn't available in that fashion. It now is available in that fashion. What we also do that's unique, most products, where's that chart? Most products that deliver glutathione, what they simply deliver is a little bit of glutathione. Our body still has the capacity to make glutathione, just not make enough to meet our needs on a daily basis, especially as we get older, if we're under stress, things like that. But these are the 3 amino acids that are necessary to make glutathione. It's basically a combination of these 3. So glycine, the simplest amino acid, glutamic acid, and also cysteine. And we deliver N-acetylcysteine, an enhanced form of cysteine. So we not only give you the 250 milligrams of glutathione that you want, but also cysteine, N-acetylcysteine, glutamic acid, and glycine. But if you want it's often referred to as, it says on the graphic on the screen, it says the master antioxidant. So when we look at our cells, in fact, in our liver, our liver cells couldn't survive and live without glutathione. Basically, no cell in our body would survive healthily or could survive without glutathione, but certainly our liver cells, because our liver cells must constantly detoxify themselves because they are dealing with sort of the dirtiest chemical workload in our body, the detoxification work they do. So it just underscores the importance of glutathione. And we'll talk about this more in depth. I just wanted to mention it's the first time it's ever been available, and it's an opportunity to enjoy the benefits of an ingredient that I didn't think we'd be able to deliver externally and thereby raise your internal levels. But this form of glutathione has been proven to do that.
That's awesome.
It's exciting.
All right, well, I know we have more to get to because we have 3 today's specials to talk about. First up, we're gonna talk about the most important, and that is Essential 1. This is Andrew's 1 vitamin, 1 capsule a day product that men and women all over the country rely on for all of the essential vitamins, nutrients, minerals, carotenoids. It's all in that 1 small, easy to swallow capsule. What we're doing today is we're offering the biggest, best value we've ever seen on this product. I'll show you what the choices are. If Andrew were not the manufacturer, this would probably be sold out, just to let you know. But because he's the manufacturer, they can plan for this. They can make extra when they need to. So they are going to be restocking. That initial quantity is pretty much spoken for. So we are going to be moving into an advanced order situation here. But the best part is Andrew will ensure that anybody who wants this, you're going to try to keep this stocked so that anybody who wants to take advantage of the most important essential vitamin, that 1 a day vitamin, this is your time to order today. It's a 50, a 100, a 200, a 400 count. The vast majority of people are ordering the 400 count. Why? Well, 200 is normally $94. Today, we're doubling that for $15 less, coming in at $79.90. And then to really help to illustrate, because it would take, we could probably talk about this product for hours. And I say that because there's so many essential vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything is in this product. If we started breaking it down item by item, we could literally talk about it for hours. It's so comprehensive. What I want to show you are the 5 most important ones. And this, for example, maybe not most important, but 5 of the many, of the dozens of ingredients. Vitamin B12. The vitamin B12 in this product, if you were buying a 400 count bottle of the vitamin B12, 250 micrograms, you'd be spending $77. May I remind you, the 400 count today's special is only $79. So for $2 more, you're getting all of the other essential vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. The vitamin B12 in this product, if you're buying that separately, 400 capsules separately, you'd be spending $72. And then we break it down, the calcium, the vitamin C, the magnesium. You're looking at almost $250. That is just for these 5 ingredients. And then you think of all the other dozens of ingredients that are in here as well. That's why we're all excited about it. It's an incredible value today's special in that for $80, that is more than, if you take 1 a day and that's all you need to take, it's well more than a year's supply if you order the largest one, which has been outselling last hour, outsold the smaller counts 4 to 1. Over 32,800 of these have already been spoken for. So we still have yours waiting here for you. If you can use express ordering or head over to hsn.com, that will be the quickest way to get in. Also, of course, you can shop by remote. If you can do that at your house, easy peasy. Otherwise, if you've downloaded the app on your smartphone, you click buy now. It walks you through the process. It asks you what size you'd like. You pick the size. It'll ask if you want flex pay. You're going to probably pick yes to that. And that's all you do. We'll have this on the way lickety-split for you. So good luck if you'd like to try it. Andrew's going to take you through all the specifics on this. I will say, if you ever have a minute to read the reviews, people who buy and take this product daily love this product. And I love the reviews because people are so focused on really doing their own research. People do their homework. A lot of Andrew, it becomes exciting to learn because when you see these products, like, okay, that really does sound good. But then when you start comparing apples to apples, you compare this to the other vitamins out there that you only have to take 1 a day, you will be shocked when you see the difference of what they're doing in regards to what Andrew's doing, and you see why, if you're gonna do a product like this, this is where you want to be spending your money.
And I think when it comes to a multivitamin, it should be a serious decision.
Sure.
That we do serious research, and it should be like that all the time. It shouldn't just be when we're more focused on our health for, say, external reasons going on in the world, that a multivitamin, multimineral plays a critically important role because the vitamins and minerals in our diet, the nutrients in our diet, are what defines a healthy diet. And a healthy diet is the most important thing we can do in terms of our general health. If we read the science and research, I don't care what health condition you're pretty much looking at, that most of the experts are going to say that the single most important thing that bears on that health issue is our diet. And the most important aspect of our diet is its nutrient density, not its caloric density. We get plenty of calories, but its nutrient density. In fact, the healthiest foods are foods that aren't calorically dense, but happen to be nutrient dense. And what are the nutrients that we all should respect and prize and treasure? They're the vitamins and minerals, and even say the carotenoids that make those foods nutritious. So a vitamin mineral supplement is always critically important to every system in our body, because unfortunately the vitamins and minerals that define that healthy diet are not what define the American diet. I wish it wasn't the case. I wish all of us ate perfectly responsibly, and as much as I know, I don't eat perfectly responsibly all the time as well. So I rely on a vitamin, mineral, carotenoid supplement to be my basic nutritional insurance policy. That's how I look at it. And if I were going to pick a product for this time of year, it's why we're not featuring immune factors, we're not featuring our vitamin C or our vitamin C with B complex. Yeah, they're available, but it's almost not appropriate to talk about them today, because those are not the products that are going to make a difference. What's going to make a difference are the things we do for our general wellness, our general well-being, following all the guidance we're receiving in terms of how we move through the world and our behaviors. That's what's going to benefit us as individuals, as families, as communities, and as a country. And it's important for us to do our very best. I know it's a little challenging with grocery stores right now to get the most nutritious food possible, to make the best decisions we can. It's an important time to be doing so. Stay calm, because in terms of our immune system, it's like everybody was asking me at the gym the other day, what's the most important thing we do about our immune system? Everybody's so intense. I said, take a deep breath, stay calm. If you want to, I mean, there's an abundance of scientific literature that talks about an assault on our immune system is our perspective, our thinking. Try to think, as difficult as it is, positive thoughts, stay calm. The world is a little crazy, try to watch a little bit less news, and to the extent you could stay calm, sit quietly, read a book, take a deep breath, exhale it even more slowly than you inhaled it. These are things that will calm you down, that will have a more soothing internal chemistry in your body. But again, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. So we know the things we're supposed to be doing. So try to eat a bit healthier, make sure you get adequate sleep, try to get to bed at an earlier time, try not to drink as much alcohol or caffeine, things like that. Those interfere with quality sleep. There are also challenges to our immune system and our body. So for the short period of time, and that's, relatively speaking, that's what it is. This too shall pass, but let's try to make good decisions as individuals, because we all are all interconnected. Those good decisions we make as individuals end up being collectively fantastic decisions for our communities and for our country as a whole. And in terms of diet, try to eat those nutrient-dense, not calorically dense foods. If we move through this and we weigh a little bit less and we ate a little bit healthier, we are all so much the better, because hopefully those habits will carry forward. So there'll be some hint of a silver lining to this otherwise darkish cloud. So, and a multivitamin, multimineral, it's no magic product. It's the same product it's always been. It's the foundational product that really defines the word dietary supplement. What is a dietary supplement? It's something that supplements our diet because our diet might be lacking in something. What is the American diet typically lacking in? The key vitamins, the key minerals, the key nutrients, carotenoids that define a healthy diet. So that is all this is. It's an extension of what we all find challenging to get, probably a little more challenging now than usual, because of what's going on, the vitamins, the minerals, the nutrients that define a healthy diet. So it's just a foundational ingredient that gives your body a strong foundation to stand upon at any time, not just now.
Over 33,000 people have already decided to try this product. If you are just stopping in, I know on Sunday afternoon we get some channel surfers. So if you're just stopping by, this is our biggest, best value on the Essential One. We do this once a year at a today's special price. So we would love for you to take advantage of it now, because the savings is huge on this one. Reminding you, whether you do the 50, the 100, the 200, or the 400, here's where the price goes. The price would be going up to $169, normally $200. capsules cost almost $95. Today, $400, doubling that for under $80. So that's why I think most of us are ordering the big one, because the savings is the largest. That's well over a year's supply, because obviously you're only going to be having to take one of these a day. If you have a minute to go read the reviews on hsn.com, you should. It's encouraging to see other people that have bought this product, that are taking this product, and they're sharing their feedback, and they're sharing their own personal experiences, and they love it. There are thousands, over 3,000 perfect reviews out of a total of 3,500. And then another 300 reviews are 4-star. So you're looking at over 3,400 excellent reviews out of 3,500 total reviews. So that's why people love this so much. I mean, this is a product that delivers, and there's no other product like it. When you see those other 1 vitamin a day products, first of all, most of them are rock hard tablets. They're not easy to swallow. They upset your stomach. Right. And then on top of that, they don't have all the same ingredients. They have fillers and binders and things that we don't want in our vitamins if we don't have to. These are pure. This is all natural. These are pure, it's pure vitamin product. And that's why when you see the list of ingredients that Andrew puts in here, it almost seems like a miracle to me that you can get that many different ingredients into one capsule. It is mind-blowing what they are able to do, and that's why, again, there is no other 1 vitamin a day product like this. That's why Essential 1 is special. It's special, it's unique, and if you ever plan on trying it, this would be the perfect day to do it. We say we all are focusing on our health today, I think more than ever, obviously, and we're doing what we can to be healthy, to take care of ourselves and be healthy, so we can take care of our families and our friends and our loved ones, and we can all, as a community, get through this together and focus on doing the right things. And this, to me, is the easiest thing to do. Right? It's 1 capsule. It takes a second a day, and at least you've done one very healthy thing every day to start your day, and that's also encouraging. When you do that, it makes you want to continue to do good things for yourself.
And at this point, it is really up to us. Certainly, hopefully, our government will step up and be able to provide testing, because I know so many people who've called me, and as much as they might have symptoms, they have no access to testing. So hopefully we become more informed and educated about that. But regardless, the power exists with each of us as individuals. We're not helpless. So we know what the decisions are we can make. So it's up to all of us to make those better decisions. And certainly I've gone through them. And I know it's difficult. Adequate sleep. And those better lifestyle habits, still remaining active to the extent we can. We can still go outdoors. We don't have to worry about that. But when we go outdoors, we just have to be aware of the kind of social contact we have, avoid large gatherings. We know the drill. We know what we're supposed to be doing, and understanding that everything we do as an individual, it's a very powerful act when we're making good decisions, because it's the collective impact of all those individual intelligent acts that is going to have the kind of impact we want, which is to reduce the severity of this in terms of our entire country, and to make it a briefer experience. So we all have a great deal of power. Follow the guidance that we're all getting. Make sure, to the extent we can, we get adequate sleep, we adequately hydrate, because the efficacy and the function of our mucous membranes really depend on adequate hydration. So we all have an abundance of water. Tap water is fine in most communities, so just make sure you're adequately hydrating, reducing, if you can, your alcohol intake or your caffeine intake to the extent you can for a period of time that you can, because this is all. It will be over eventually. This too shall pass. So let's make the little sacrifices we can for the good of ourselves and the good of our community and our country. It's sort of a patriotic act. So in terms of our multivitamin, it's just the foundational nutrients that define a healthy diet. And some of us right now might struggle with the availability of those ingredients, those nutrients that define a healthy diet, because there's some challenges with the supply chain, as we experienced. And again, I want to emphasize that we're going to look at continuing to make this available in its Today Special configuration for a continued period of time. We never do that. Today Special is a one-day event. This is a specific time, so I don't want anyone to be paying a premium for this if they decide they want it tomorrow or the next day. So we're going to look at our ability to do that and continue to have this available as just a foundational, healthy dietary supplement to supplement our diet at this time. I just want to read we looked at some of the reviews, and how many reviews in 3,580 reviews, the word great appeared 1,273 times referring to the product. The word love 1,211 times. More than 1/3 of the reviews talked about loving the product.
Wow.
Best, 875 reviews. About 1/4 of the reviews said it's the best product. 828 thanked us, thank you, thanks, thankful. So it's a product that it kind of defies comprehension almost, that a multivitamin should get that kind of praise. But again, this product has evolved, and it's been evolving based upon your recommendations. And if you think it's a typical one little capsule multivitamin, first of all, it's not in a tablet that'll be hard to swallow and upset your stomach. It's a small, easy to swallow capsule. And also, it's not those minimum daily requirements providing minimal amounts of nutrition. It's a separate vitamin D. If you ask most experts, as important as they might say vitamin C or B12 might be to the support of so many systems in your body, including your immune system, they'll tell you vitamin D is even more important, and I happen to agree. So we give you 2,000 IU vitamin D3. That's a separate vitamin D. 250 micrograms. That's about a vitamin B12. That's about 60 times more B12 or 40 times more B12 than the typical daily multivitamin. And that's because B12 is so poorly absorbed. Plus, there's a synthetic form that contains cyanocobalamin, which is cyanide in trace amounts. Ours is methylcobalamin, natural form. Our folic acid. It's a form that all of us can metabolize because most of us, including me or many of us, struggle with being able to metabolize normal folic acid. So we use 5-MTHF, 5-methyl tetrahydrofolate, and that's something that costs about $50,000 a kilogram. That's $25,000 roughly a pound. Also lutein, lycopene, zeaxanthin, carotenoids that are lacking from the typical multivitamin. So it's not just affordable. It's not just easy to swallow. It just won't upset your stomach. We also free you up from having to tolerate those artificial colors and other potential allergens. Ours is 100% pure. So there's nothing like it in the world at any time of the year. And it's an opportunity, of course, at any time of the year to give your body the vitamins and minerals that really are defining of the integrated chemistry that takes place, biochemistry that takes place within your body. What defines a healthy diet are the vitamins and minerals and carotenoids that we focus on at their proper levels, in their proper forms in this product.
Wow. I was just informed that 99% of the orders so far this hour are the large one. 99% of you who are ordering this are getting the 400. And I want to show you something Andrew was just talking about, because I think that this helps to establish what the value here. I mean, the vitamin B12, 250 micrograms rather, that's in this product. Just the vitamin B12, 400 capsules, would cost almost $78. You're getting the whole product for $79.90. So that's just for one of the ingredients. Then if we take you down to the vitamin D3, that's 2,000 IU of vitamin D3. That separately would be over $72. So these two products alone are close to the price of the today's special. And then as we break it down, the calcium 100 micrograms, the vitamin C, that's 120 milligrams, and then you have the magnesium 50 milligrams. So bottom line here is that just 5 of the ingredients are coming in at almost $250. And you're spending $79.90. Actually, you're spending $20 right now on FlexPay. That's the other nice thing about shopping here. We'll divide that into monthly payments for you. So today you spend $20. It's free shipping and handling. We send you the 400 capsules. Get started on it immediately. And just once a day, make it part of your daily morning regimen, your morning routine. Just take your vitamin and you're set. And you have all that list of vitamins, minerals, nutrients, all the things that we know are important to live healthier. And it doesn't matter what else you're doing or what other vitamins you're taking. This is going to help everything work better because you have a proper foundation that will really help all of the other things that we're taking every day work that much better because we have that proper foundational product. And that's what is so special about this essential one, and it is essential. The only thing I ask, if you could please use express ordering. That's the quickest way to get in. We are very busy. We have a lot of new customers joining us today. If you can head to hsn.com, or if you can shop by remote, or however you can do it, if you can cut to the front of the line, go for it. Otherwise, hold on. We will get somebody with you. It's just taking an extra minute to get there.
And also, everyone should know that it's not going to run out. I'm going to make sure that it won't run out. So you don't have to rush to your phone. You don't have to worry and rush to order. If you call in an hour, if you go to the internet in an hour or 2 or 3 hours, it's still going to be there. It's still going to be at that price. So don't worry. You might feel it's urgent to get these nutrients in, but don't worry. It's not like your supermarket. It's not like toilet paper. I'm going to make sure it's not going to go anywhere, which I still...
Amen.
I'm struggling to understand the whole toilet paper thing.
I know, I don't get it.
But
I honestly don't know that I get it.
So I'm not sure, but I think
pretty
maybe
much it's 2 weeks supply we're supposed to be stocked up on, right?
Staple, yes. So
yeah.
Yeah, so it's interesting. But I'm just going to read some reviews quickly
Carla
to give you a sense.
Carla says, well, you know, we've got lots of leaves out back if we run out of toilet paper. I'm like, okay, that was not helpful.
Well,
that's my husband.
By
He's
the
like,
way,
look, we've got all these leaves back there. We're good.
By the way, I'll just give everybody a little pointer on a camping trip we went on as a kid when I was a teenager, and I went camping with my girlfriend at the time. And we went camping, and she happened to grab leaves. And you don't know what those leaves were.
Oh, don't tell me they were poison ivy.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, be careful with the leaves.
Or it was amongst the leaves, so yes. So be careful about the leaves. We digress here for a moment, but yes.
Hopefully nobody will have to resort to leaves.
No, and again, we joke. I mean, it's a serious thing, but toilet paper, I think we're all good on toilet paper, so hopefully at least we all are.
Yes.
As I jokingly say, with adequate fiber intake, if you eat a healthy diet with adequate fiber, sort of toilet paper becomes a little optional.
Right.
So it may be a good reason for us to increase our fiber intake. So I'm just saying.
Okay,
but as we read some reviews, sorry, but small size with so much inside. My husband and I have been taking these for several years. Easy to swallow, and I love that it's all natural. I take many of Andrew's products. He has such great knowledge, and I've learned so much regarding nutrition. Knowing I am taking these makes me feel that even if my nutrition isn't great, and most of us struggle, I can rely on Essential One. Best multivitamin I've found. We don't add that emphasis, that's there. My whole family takes Essential One, and we love it. It doesn't upset the stomach, it's easy to swallow, and we love that it's one capsule. I feel like all of Andrew's products are awesome, and I have a lot of them. I love when he is on air because I learn so much about all of the supplements and what they do for the body. Thanks, Andrew from Sky Lee in California. Now living healthier, happier and healthier. I have always struggled taking vitamins because of the nausea factor. Since trying Essential One, I have never looked back. It doesn't matter what time of day, with or without food, they do not bother me. And just recently, I convinced my husband to try them, and he is now using them too. We never miss a day. I have more energy and feel better than I have ever in a very long time. We both also take additional supplements in this line, and nothing bothers us. Thank you, Andrew Lessman and HSN, for helping us to be happier and healthier. As I've often said, if I made the perfect multivitamin, or I made the perfect CoQ10, whatever the supplement might be, the perfect omega-3, and it wasn't easy to swallow, and it upset your stomach, or it repeated on you, I don't care how perfect it was in terms of its activity, its actions, its benefits, I would consider myself to be a complete failure. Because a multivitamin, any vitamin, shouldn't upset your stomach. It shouldn't be an assault on your body. It should deliver what you want, especially now. It should deliver the nutrients you need, that your body needs, that you want, and you shouldn't have to pay a price. The only price you should pay is the pennies a day that it costs, not an upset stomach, not difficult swallowing it, not all of the other issues that come with a typical multivitamin, or the knowledge in getting that multivitamin, you're getting artificial colors, you're getting potential allergens, you're getting sugar and additives you just don't want.
There we go. I know we have 2 more today's specials we need to chat about in the next 10 minutes or so, but if you are ordering the Essential One, thank you so much. We're happy that you're here. To Andrew's point, we will keep this available throughout the day for sure. I'm sure hopefully for the next couple of days, as long as Andrew can provide it, and people who miss it today for whatever reason would want to stock up tomorrow. So bottom line is, if you are waiting, you could call back later if you're waiting, because it's going to take us a second to get to you. Otherwise, just hold on. We promise we see you there, and there's plenty for everybody who's trying to order right now.
There's no urgency that we're creating at all. I will make sure this is here. So whatever, the urgency is all on your part, and hopefully it's not urgency. I mean, we've got enough going on in the world, as I said before. The kindest thing you could do for your immune system is really take a deep breath. And believe me, this is not me talking in general unscientific terms. There's clinical scientific research that talks about the fact that to the extent We can be more relaxed and less stressed and less anxious. It is incredibly supportive of the functioning of our immune system. So understand it's in your interest, in all of our best interests, to turn the news off a little bit, try to find a peaceful thing, read a book that's not related to all of this, and just, of course, take all of the recommended steps that our community has recommended, that our government is recommending, because it's all up to us. As they say, the horse is out of the barn, so it's out of the barn, and now now it's all up to us as individuals to take the most intelligent steps we can, because it is all up to us. And we have incredible power to affect the course of the future. All of us as individuals acting collectively have an enormous role to play, and actually exclusively the biggest role to play in how this plays out. So hopefully we stay calm, we make good decisions, eat healthy, get plenty of sleep, adequate hydration, very important, maybe a little bit less alcohol and caffeine, and those will be in our best interests.
Just breathe, okay?
Just breathe,
Here
yes.
we go. We're gonna keep going because we have 2 more today's specials we wanna share with all of you. Thank you again for those of you that are jumping in to order the Essential One. And if you'd like to put either cranberry or cinnamon in your shopping cart, this would be a wonderful time to do it because these are 2 great products that we want to share with you. Starting off with the cinnamon. And the cinnamon and the cranberry, just so you know, are the same choices in terms of the size of the bottle and the number of capsules, and they are the same pricing. So I'll just show you that. They really are the same, and they are both coming in under this same item number. So when you call in, you just tell, or if you're ordering on hsn.com, you go to the page and you're just choosing whether you want cranberry or cinnamon. So bottom line here is that you're choosing the size, and that would be for either product. We're looking at a 60, a 180. I'll wait for you to get here. There we go. 60, a 180, a 360, or a 720. So this is obviously for cinnamon.
720 doesn't exist.
Right.
So normally these
Just for
products,
this
their
day.
largest size in the past have been 240 or 360 capsule supplies.
Okay.
So today and today only, we did a 720 capsule supply of both cinnamon and of cranberry. It's basically a little more than a dime a capsule. And if you get a 720 and a 720 of cinnamon and cranberry, or if you get a 360 and a 360 of cinnamon and cranberry, you save another $5 on each bottle on the 360. You save another $10 on each bottle of the 720.
That's awesome.
So on the 720, that means it's barely over a dime a capsule. And again, and I always feel like I have to say this, most people think, okay, I have to take, like a handful of capsules a day. Most people and most of the reviews you're reading, it's 1 capsule of cinnamon a day or 1 capsule of cranberry. That's it. A few folks might take 2 capsules of cranberry for specific issues or reasons, or their doctor recommended. The same with the cinnamon. But basically, you can expect to receive and achieve their benefits with just 1 single capsule. That means an investment of a little over a dime a day. And a dime, that means even over the course of a month, you're spending just a little between $3 and $4 a month for cinnamon or cranberry. So it really is incredibly affordable. You can't buy one of those fancy coffees or a smoothie for $3 or $4.
Exactly.
Let alone enjoy this for a month.
Exactly. That's the key to this. And again, we take both of these. I think a lot of you do. And this is a special for today. It's a today's special price. We do this 1 time a year. So whether you're taking it and stocking up or you're learning about it for the first time, I like Andrew's point, because the largest one, these are each available right now, the largest one for $99. If you buy both the large ones, it's only $89 and $89. We'll take $10 off each of those for you.
And if everyone's wondering why the 360, the 720 of cranberry is that big container,
yeah,
and they're both big containers, and
yep,
the 720 of cinnamon is a slightly smaller container. We try to package things as efficiently as possible. So the capsule for the cinnamon is a little bit smaller.
Interesting.
So that's why the difference in the size. Also, the reason why we make it so incredibly affordable to get the larger sizes is that's a very environmentally responsible decision on our part. First of all, less plastic, which I'm not a big fan of plastic, less plastic when you have just a single large bottle instead of multiple small bottles to be the equivalent of it over a period of years. Plus, those 720 capsule supplies, that's a 2-year supply. Most people buying products on the internet off of all those big websites are getting a monthly supply. That's 24 deliveries that we eliminate. 24 deliveries to your house, 24 bottles, 24 labels, 24 caps, or we eliminate 23. so 23 boxes. So we try to make it so affordable, not just in your best interest, obviously, but it's also in the best interest of our planet. You don't have to be focused on the environment to know that waste and garbage just isn't a good thing. So we want to make it as efficient as possible, and that's always been a goal of mine. That's why we sort of effectively eliminated auto ship, because auto ship is always on small sizes and constant deliveries. And to me, auto ship is not in the best interests of you or the planet. I'd rather, if you love a product, I'd rather make it incredibly affordable in a large size, because as I'm the original manufacturer, I know how much it saves us, I know how much it saves you, and I know how much it saves the planet. So that's why we do that.
Speaking of that, not only are these recyclable containers, they are made out of recycled material.
And we literally had to force the industry that made vitamin bottles a number of years ago to use what's called post-consumer resin, PCR. So this is not virgin resin. So as much as I don't like plastic, at least ours isn't original plastic. It's made from recycled plastic. So also it sustains an industry in this country that is not all that effectively growing this post-consumer resin industry, because not enough companies do what we do, which is choose to make our plastic out of original plastic. It's more expensive, oddly enough, it's more expensive to make a bottle like this with post-consumer resin than to use the virgin resin. But again, that's what we've chosen to do, because that is the smartest and most responsible decision that we can make. Excellent. And I know it's a decision that you favor.
So it's cinnamon or cranberry. Here's the info on the cranberry. Same choices, same sizes, same pricing breakdown for you. Same offer. If you get one of each, a cinnamon cranberry in the 720, we'll take another $20 off that purchase. If you order the 360 size, we'll take another $10 off that purchase if you order both.
And I didn't really, in terms of our cinnamon, which we just talked about a moment ago, same pricing, same size and configurations. That is really something that we've been looking for decades. It's the first ingredient that was identified as an opportunity to support healthy blood sugar metabolism and healthy insulin metabolism. When it comes to cranberry, we didn't identify that. That's been identified for probably 1,000+ years as being an ingredient that supports, just in traditional medicine, it supports basically urinary tract, bladder health. So it's an ingredient that promotes a healthier environment in systems in our body, organs in our body that can be quite challenged. So cranberry is that ingredient that went from traditional ingredient that sort of was dismissed and poo-pooed to being an ingredient that now has serious science supporting and validating its remarkable benefits.
Yeah, and if you have a minute, the reviews are incredible on both products, but the cranberry, the average review is 4.8. out of perfect 5. So it's almost perfectly reviewed, and people do love it because it's a notice the difference, life-changing product. If you deal with UTIs, if you want to do something to really support a healthier urinary tract, that is a product that makes a world of difference.
Not a drug or medicine that's designed to treat UTIs, but to the extent that by supporting a healthier environment, promoting a healthier environment in those systems, those organs, those organs in our body that we benefit in the long term, then cranberry is a very, very simple decision. If we think about what our bladder has to do, if we think that every day our bladder is probably, in most cases, is going to be eliminating more than 1 liter of fluid, usually closer to 2 liters of fluid. So every year it's going through, say, close to 500 to 1,000 liters, and over our lifetime. Just the amount of fluid that's passing through with all sorts of concentrations of waste products in it, I think we'd be more conscious of doing whatever we could to promote a healthier environment there. Because when you think about that, and I'll do the math for later, but even if it was just 1 liter a day, that's about 100 gallons a year. That's actually closer to 150 gallons a year. Every decade, 1,500 gallons. Over the course of a lifetime, probably 10,000 gallons of fluid we expect this organ. And we wonder why, as we get older, we potentially have issues with it. Just think of how hard it works on our behalf, and that has to process so many unique concentrations of waste products. So I think knowing that would encourage us to make a good decision on behalf, even if it's just periodically, on behalf of our urinary tract and bladder.
So remember, you're choosing the cinnamon or the cranberry, a $360, a $180, $360, a $720. All the same choices, same pricing, depending on the size you want. And then before we sign off, I want to remind you we still have a lot of people waiting to get in on the Essential One. That is our other today's special choice. And if you are waiting, we appreciate your patience. We do see you there, and we will get with you shortly to get all those orders processed.
The Essential One will not run out. I'm making that my job to make sure it doesn't run out. This is not going to be your typical Today Special where at the end of the day, as we've been doing for what, 30 plus, almost 30 years, where at the end of the day it goes away. I'm going to do my best to keep it around for a little while because it's an important ingredient. So we always have our Essential One, but I'm going to keep the Today Special configuration around at least for a few more days to make sure that everyone gets it if they want it, even if they weren't around today on Sunday.
Okay, so Andrew's going to be back tonight. Is your show tonight at 9 p.m.?
My show is at 8 p.m.
8 p.m. tonight. Andrew has the final show coming up. You can check out all of Andrew's products on hsn.com. Thank you for watching. Enjoy. Next time you all see me, I'm going to be a grandma again.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Congratulations.
My little grandson's coming on Tuesday. So when I see you Thursday night on the list, I hopefully have a picture to share with you.
That's exciting.
Except I don't know if grandma gets to go to the hospital, which, you know, they're being safe, which of course makes good sense.
Yes.
We all want to do anything we can to keep ourselves safe. But take good care. Stay safe, everyone. Andrew, always a pleasure.
Oh,
Thank you.
All right.
We'll see you tonight.
Yep.
Stay tuned. There's more fun shopping up ahead, everybody. Keep ordering your favorites. All your favorite products are still here, so thank you so much again. I'll see you Thursday night. Bye, everybody. Nice job. Yay!
We use goat milk because we had it, and that's how our company started. But what we learned over the years is how beneficial goat milk is, not only for the skin, but for your body.